It's your favorite attorney, Allie Booker, and today we're going to discuss the importance of knowing the rules of your court. Okay? So, guys, sometimes we wind ourselves up in situations where we're in court, either a family court, traffic court, a criminal felony court or criminal misdemeanor court, a probate court, a county court. Okay? Small claims court. We wind ourselves in court, and each court has rules of operation. Okay, and we should always know the rules so that we don't get caught in any traps or snares with either the court or the other side that may cause us to either lose our case, okay, or that may cause us to suffer some sort of detriment, meaning something bad happened to us because we did not know a particular rule. So you are already in a facet of life whereby everything is rule bookish. It's rule booky, okay? And so you're dealing with court, okay? It's going to also be rules about how the court operates. And you got to know these rules, either as the defendant, the plaintiff, even if you're a represented person, which you should be, okay? Represented people still need to know the rules of the court. And attorneys have to learn the rules of the court. And each court is different, okay? And knowing the rules of the court allow you to gain an advantage over the other side and just allow you to gain an advantage overall, okay? Each court nowadays, mainly, they all have websites, okay? Every court has a website, and when you go on that website, and you're just going to Google, you're going to start by Googling the court. Let's say it is the 507th or 246 Family Court of Harris County. You're going to Google 246 Family Court in Harris County, Texas, okay? And that's going to pop up. And you also, anytime you're Googling things, guys, you want to stay away from the non-syndicated or affiliated websites. Meaning, if it's a court, kind of look for like county.gov, that end of the link that lets you know that that's a legit website. But you're going to go to the court's website, okay? And you're going to look for what are called the court's local rules, okay? And local rules can be done on an intermediate or a grassroots level, meaning the individual court may have local rules that they abide by, just the court that you're in, and then there may be uniform rules amongst the type of courts. Meaning this, in Harris County, family courts have local rules, and family courts' local rules are uniform throughout all of the courts. Then each additional family court has its own procedure that govern very specific things, such as setting hearings in their court, how things are going to go, who to send exhibits to, because now we are, doing a lot of things non-in-person or via video, how they want you to move forward in their court, what motions have to be put on submission dockets or can be had on oral dockets, etc. And so each court has its own process with respect to that, but then the family courts themselves are uniform in the way that they operate, and there are certain rules amongst themselves that also govern court also. So if I'm in family court, I'm going to click the local rules. I'm going to look at the rules of my court and the policies and procedures of my particular court, the 246, if that's the court that my case is in. And then I'm also going to look at the local rules for all the Harris County family courts, okay? And I'm going to learn those rules. I'm going to read through those rules. I'm going to skim those rules so that I'm able to kind of know what's going on, how things are done, who I would need to contact if I have questions, etc. That way I'm not blinded. It's very important that each person do this, guys. A lot of the times, you may have reached out to your attorney, and attorneys need time to be able to respond to you. They may need 24, 48 hours to get back to you. They may be, in some sort of hearing, trial, or have their time already antiquated towards other cases and don't have the time to get right back with you. You may have a question. And sometimes you can help yourself knowing the rules of the court, if that makes sense. You would know, like, okay, I can't find my court date, okay? And sometimes it's not a criminal thing. It's not a criminal matter, so you can't call the bonding company, okay? Or supervising officer. You can look on there and you can find people to call. You can call the court And you can say, hey, hi, Madam Clerk or Madam Coordinator. I was calling to see if you could tell me my court date and the time. Do I have to be there in person, or is it okay for me to appear virtually? And any other issues or questions you may have. Your attorney is there to give you answers to all these things, but sometimes so much is running through your mind when you're in a meeting with an attorney. And I've noticed this, that you may forget everything that is covered and said. Some of it may be verbal instruction versus written. And you may have written it down somewhere and misplaced it. You may plain not remember, or your attorney didn't tell you. Plain didn't know that they didn't tell you or didn't tell you, and there are questions you want answers to, and you want these answers now. So go ahead and take matters into your own hands with respect to a lot of that stuff. Going on the court's website and being apprised of the local rules is a way that you can be able to assist yourself in just regular general information seeking that you may, be doing with respect to your case, the court, how it functions, how it operates, whether your case was reset or not. Do you have to physically go to court? What is the Zoom information for the court? Just questions that you may have. Did the court receive something that your attorney says they filed? I mean, just little questions that you may have. And attorneys don't like you just going behind them. I know a lot of people do it anyways, and you have the ability to do it anyways. And I'm not saying to abuse the court staff and call them every day about everything. But what I'm telling you is know the local rules so that you can take advantage of the court staff that is there to assist you if you may need them. Okay, so that you know these ins and outs, because you have a case in their court. You've got business in this place, and you've got to know how this place functions and operates and the procedures of this place so that you can get in where you fit in, get what you need, and get out. Okay, so that is why you always want to know the local rules. So just wanted to give you guys a little heads up about rules. They're always written down. They're always on the website. Know them. It helps you out in knowing what time things are, how the docket is run, ways that possibly like somebody you can contact if you're running late. Okay? All that stuff is on the court's local rules. Okay? You may not be able to tell your attorney. Maybe you can't get the message to your attorney that you're late, but this court has the website, and it tells you who you can contact to say, hey, I'm in this case. Or you may not have an attorney. So you may say, hey, I'm in this case and I'm running 15 or 20 minutes late. Please hold my spot. Don't dismiss my case. Or please know that I'm here. Don't proceed without me. Okay, so know your local rules, guys, and y'all have a fantastic day.
Hello, everyone. Please make sure you subscribe to the African Diaspora News Channel app on these platforms.